If someone tells you that financial freedom starts with a Lamborghini, run. Everywhere you look online, someone is yelling that money is easy. Just hustle harder, wake up at 5 a.m., buy their course, follow the 7-step system. Funny thing is, most people who watch that stuff stay broke. I didn't want to be rich. I just didn't want to panic every time I opened my banking app. This video contains 0 Lamborghinis, and that's exactly why it might actually help. Let me paint you a picture of what financial advice looks like online. You've got influencers on yachts, guys in rented Ferraris, people holding stacks of cash they definitely withdrew just for the photo. According to the internet, everyone is rich, which is weird because nobody I know actually is. The message is always the same. Change your mindset. Money flows to those who believe. Visualize abundance. And if it doesn't work, well, you just didn't want it bad enough. Here's what I realized. These people aren't selling money. They're selling hope packaged as shortcuts. They know something true about human psychology. We want relief. We want someone to tell us there's a secret door we just haven't found yet. But most of those doors lead nowhere, or worse, they lead to more courses, more upsells, more exclusive communities. The formula is perfect. Promise transformation. Blame the customer when it doesn't happen. Repeat. So here's the uncomfortable truth. You're probably not bad with money. You were just never taught. And I mean actually taught, not lectured at by someone trying to sell you something. Think about it. School taught you the quadratic formula, the capital of every state, how a bill becomes a law. But nobody sat you down and said, here's how credit cards actually work. Here's what interest does over time. Here's why subscriptions are designed to make you forget. We graduate, we get jobs, and suddenly we're supposed to just know how to handle money. Meanwhile, everything around us is designed to make spending easier and saving harder. Buy now, pay later. One-click checkout. Subscriptions that auto-renew. Pre-approved credit increases you never asked for. The system isn't neutral. It has a direction, and that direction is away from your financial stability. So, when I finally understood this, something shifted. I stopped thinking something was broken inside me. The problem wasn't my character, it was my education, or lack of it. Real financial literacy is boring, and boring is powerful. There's no drama, no hack, no secret the rich don't want you to know. What works is this: knowing your numbers, building basic systems, making decisions based on reality instead of panic. That's it. That's the whole thing. I know that sounds underwhelming. It should, because anything that promises more than that is probably lying. Financial stability doesn't look like a highlight reel. It looks like knowing exactly how much you spend on groceries. It looks like understanding where your paycheck goes. It's not sexy, but neither is the stress of not knowing if you can handle an unexpected expense. The gurus won't tell you this because there's no course to sell. You can't charge $2,000 for write down what you spend. But that's exactly why it works. It's too simple to monetize, too obvious to hype. Let me tell you about Alex. Alex had a normal job, not struggling severely, but always anxious. Payday felt good for about 2 days. Then the creep would start. Rent, groceries, that subscription he forgot to cancel. By the end of the month, Alex was refreshing his bank balance like it might magically change. He tried the guru stuff, listened to the podcasts, wrote down affirmations about abundance. Nothing changed. Then one month, out of frustration more than hope, Alex did something different. He tracked every single thing he spent money on. Every coffee, every app charge, every impulse order. It wasn't fun. It was tedious. It was boring. But after 2 weeks, Alex saw something he'd never seen before. Patterns. $40 a week on food delivery. $18 a month on apps he didn't use. $120 on things he genuinely couldn't remember buying. No guru had mentioned this. They'd talked about mindset and manifestation and limiting beliefs, but nobody had said, you're spending money on things you don't value, and you don't even know it's happening. Alex made small changes. canceled the unused subscriptions, set a weekly limit for delivery, started asking a simple question before buying. Do I actually want this, or am I just bored? Nothing magical happened. No windfall, no sudden raise. But for the first time, Alex wasn't guessing. He knew, and that knowing felt like control. Here's what I learned from Alex's story and my own. You don't need more money first. You need clarity first. Awareness before growth. You can't fix what you can't see. Systems over motivation. Motivation fades. Systems run whether you feel like it or not. Calm beats hustle. Anxiety-driven spending and anxiety-driven saving both lead to the same place: exhaustion. The goal isn't to become someone else. It's to build a life where money doesn't control your mood. That means knowing three things: how much comes in, how much goes out, what the difference actually gets used for. If you know those three things, you're already ahead of most people. 6 months after Alex started tracking, something happened. His car needed repairs, $1,200 to fix. A year earlier, that would have been a major problem. Credit card debt, anxiety, stress. But this time, Alex looked at his numbers, adjusted, delayed a couple of non-urgent purchases, covered it. Not easily, not happily, but without everything falling apart. Nothing magical happened. Life still had challenges. Unexpected expenses still came. But Alex didn't feel overwhelmed because he had something the gurus never mentioned. He had a system that worked even when he didn't feel motivated. He had information instead of guesses. That's the realistic ending. Alex didn't get wealthy, he didn't retire early, he didn't buy a Lamborghini, he just stopped being afraid of his bank account. Financial literacy won't make you wealthy overnight. It probably won't make you wealthy at all. But it will give you something better. Control. Not control over the economy, not control over your boss or rent prices or medical costs. Control over your own decisions. Control over where your attention goes. Control over whether money is a constant source of stress or just another part of life you manage. The gurus will keep selling dreams. That's fine. Let them. You don't need the dream. You need the boring, reliable truth. Track what you spend. Understand your patterns. Build small systems. Stay consistent. That's it. That's the whole thing. No upsell, no hidden level. If that sounds too simple to work, good. You're starting to think clearly.